Same day, I was called and I see myself on Instagram. Asake, what's going on? Where do you see Amazon? Which one? Good morning, everybody. It's such a privilege to be here. I'm always excited if I'm given the opportunity to speak to people, even if it's just to somebody. Because, you know, we live in a time where we've seen just one person, with the help of social media, do big things and impact millions of lives. So you didn't even know where there's a reason you are few. Maybe there's something you get to do that you quickly can put to use and then you'll excel in your space. Well, content creation has come to stay. 2-3 years ago, I've had a few conversations with a few people who tell me, is that, you know, people are just, the youth are just doing it for now. Later, they still go to the bank, and even in the bank, they come to Instagram. You know, and that's the reality of it. But the most important thing is, this is such a great platform and great times because it's giving us the opportunity to express ourselves and to show ourselves. I think that without the presence of the digital space, there will still be a lot of content creators in banks, you know, and in other places who would then be doing what they do not want to do. And that's usually one of the problems that I have. I've been to places where I can tell that this is what you are doing. It's not the work you really want to do, but you are just doing it because of the salary. But now that people now have the opportunity to do what they really want to do because digital space has been made available to them, then it's a great time to be alive. And I always say at every given opportunity, your mates cannot be using social media platforms, you know, to create great content and to earn well at it. And what you're using your own to do is to ridicule people or insult people. That's not the best. Create great content, add boundaries, draw lines. What do you stand for? What do you stand against? Because there's this popular saying, you don't stand for something, then you're going to fall for everything. So it's very important for you to constantly tell yourself, what exactly is that one thing that I want to do with my content? It's all jokes, and we are laughing. But if you pay attention to your face, you see that people actually have things that they align with. For me as a person, I'm very big on women. I'm big on the girl child, I'm big on young moms. So in my content, even though we are laughing and we are doing all that jokes, you see me jokingly asking somebody, so you keep to sew clothes, you still call your husband for money, you ordinary 2,000, can't pay it. And that's, you know, in that instant, I mean, it's a joke, but I'm telling you as a woman, have some money for yourself to be able to do one or two things. Even if you're not going to have, you know, all of that money in the world, but at least be able to do something important for yourself. So now, harmonizing relationships in content creation is very important. And today I'd like to focus more on the thin line that is between collaboration and using somebody. As a content creator, you need to understand that collaborations are only effective when it is beneficiary for both parties. You can't tell me that I should come and collaborate on the content, and when I look at the script or I read your scenario, the only thing I'm seeing is how that content is doing something great for you. Now, you never see me on the internet shaking booty. Even if I wanted to shake it, I didn't really have. You guys, now you're not creating booty content. Then you called me forward there. What am I supposed to do there? Okay, to do what? Okay, to what? I mean, I don't belong in that content. So it's not just about collaborating with people. So if you're an upcoming creator and dancing is what you do for a living, oh, that's beautiful. Now, as a dancer, I now want to collaborate. You can't call Mr. Macaroni. Not to say that my best friend cannot dance. Oh, they all can dance, but maybe not him. How about Ipokoli? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not just about collaborating with a big content creator. It's about channeling that collaboration right. Because if you don't channel it right, you just miss the opportunity. I've seen different contents from different creators that the person that own the content really see the person. It's the person that they're going to collaborate that we saw. And that's because the content was not properly outlined and the other person just, you know, took over. I mean, naturally, you know me, you don't know this person. If you're watching that video, it's me you'll be looking at. But if, that's why you see sometimes, you see films, you introduce a brand new actor. But because it's scripted, that actor has roles. They're taking us through dramatic elements, they're taking us through emotional roller coasters, we have hilarious moments. Then you will see the actor, even though there are bigger actors in the film. And the same thing for content. So it's very important that you know this, and that's the approach that you use. Now, matchmaking, there's something I call matchmaking in content. You know, all this thing about genotype, AAAS. If you're creating content, ask yourself, do I match this person? Matching energy is also very important in creating content. You know, my character, as most of you might know, is I have a lot of energy. So if you say you want to come and create content with me and the idea is that we should fight, Baba, if your blood is not hot, by the time I start, you'll not be able to say anything. You'll not be looking at me like this. So, but if you know that you want to go and you want to create a fighting content and blast, then you need to look for a creator that's not there. Maybe create that kind of content with brain just and you go just look you. You will talk all what you want to talk. When you ask you, have you finished? And you walk away. Then you would have had your moment. You will air all your lambas. You know say how much is so spontaneous, the lambas are sick. That is what I call matchmaking. So you just don't go and say, I have a dream to create content with Kiekie. But by the time I give you 3 or 4 lambas, you can even forget your own line and you'll be lost in it. But if you have a character around, you know, there's this guy. I know him very, very well. I know him. Oh, sugar. Okay, so there's this guy that behaves sloppy, like he's drunk, whatnot. I mean, so if he decides to collaborate with me and he comes to my pharmacy to buy medication, I see how that works. Because in the pharmacy, I'm less dramatic compared to in the tailor character. Matchmaking, it is very, very important. And I intentionally tag it as matchmaking so that it's a word that you would relate to, and that's like my last point. Relatability is very, very, very important. As a matter of fact, anytime I go to any event, I always ask them, how do you plan to introduce me? Once I say comedian in your introduction, I'll tell you to cancel this because I'm not a comedian. Now, I'm one person that has, I have a very good sense of humor. I know what I can say that can tickle your fancy a little bit, but I'm not a comedian. Asake is a comedian. I don't understand up on microphone. So that day, has the joke they come? Nah, that's not my approach. For me, I just have a very good sense of humor and I create content that are extremely relatable. Yesterday now, I created a content that's talking about when you tie the Kiekie for 200,000, you wear it to gym, you wear it to office, you wear it to, when you get up at night, you put the Kiekie on the bed, you sleep with it. Millions of women tie Kiekie every weekend. Guess what? As at this morning, that content already has over 1 million views. Relatability. So if you approach content creation from that point, you'll get it. But I will drop a skit every week. My last skit from last week, I featured William Bandege. They are pastors. They've been in that space for many years. That's their content. Guess what? We then created a skit to say they wanted to sew clothes. Then I sew off shoulder for them. They are men. We tied it for them. I just dropped a picture to say skit drops tomorrow. Picture you don't get like 3,000 comments. Skit never drop. So as a content creator, and this is the honest truth. People ask me how I've been able to do it over the years. How do you think? I will watch. Let me tell you something. God gave us discerning spirits. Something we know funny. You said this is funny. You know, but you want to rough it. Oh wait, and you should have people that can cross-check your content for you. Somebody that is living in your house, that you are the one that is cooking the food. Person is 18. So as when they brought 500, you give the person. Oh, one look, is it funny? What do you say? As you say, Baba, yeah, you're trying. It's better than last week. Meanwhile, when you leave the room, and in the chat, the people say, I just don't know how to tell you. The content is not nice. For me, I will send. For me, sometimes my team, they want me to post something. I say, Victor, this is not funny. He said, Mama, let's just like that. You don't get like that. Because during the production, things might go, oh, I casted this person, I casted Asake, Asake is running late. But we have another location where Shilashibali is waiting for me. I can't keep Mommy Shola waiting. Make we should quickly shoot down like that. Oh yeah, DOP, come and do the character. Then we will do it finish. The work will now come out, share in my journey. I'm done, guys. Kini you will do. And unlike like later I shoot that content, when you shoot it, it's gone. There's almost something you can do about it. Only if you want to come and style it. Sometimes you're trying to use voiceover to work things around, but it can never be like what you originally scripted out. So when you know it is not, be honest with yourself. I have a lot of content on my phone that it can never see the light of the day. Nothing, only the acne. So and you will not see it on my page. Maybe block, you post it. And you're doing Goldmyne, they are good in things like that. What did they really send you? We are recording. We don't cut it. What did they really send you? You post it. Listen to me. So at the end of the day, it is very, very important that you stay connected to your sense of humor. I don't get distracted. That's one thing I've seen about content creators. Everybody has moments. I always say that in the alphabet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's only one alphabet. There's 1 of 1, there's 1 of 2, there's 1 of 3, there's 1 of 4. Which means that fundamentally, in your industry, your space, somebody will always be number 1, number 2, number 3. But let me tell you one beautiful thing about the content creation space is that even in the entertainment industry generally, people are shuffling those numbers. So it is okay if the person on number 1 today is a food content creator. You know that you're a content creator. But because the person that is trending right now is a food content creator, you now want to switch to cooking food. You want to ordinary, you now want to become a food content. How? It's not going to work. So you need to be confident in yourself, be genuine, and know that, okay, this is my style.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.